I want to thank you for viewing this YouTube video by Plygem. We're going to talk about the Cedar Shake products that we have from all our brands. And we're going to show you how to finish off the Cedar Shake job, really both at the Eave and the Gable. So this is really finishing it. There's a couple tricks to this that you need to know. So let's talk about the Eave first. That's the parallel red band that Eric has behind you. So let's show you the options. What a lot of people do, they'll use a J channel at the top of the wall. And if you use a J channel, you can actually pull the face up and put a screw through a nail hole slot. Now we're going to show, good, Eric showed you that very well. We'll show you how to do that in the Gable in a second. But the other option is to use a 2.5-inch J. That looks better. There's limited colors on that, and you can still pull that up if you would like and put a nail hole slot punch in there. But what we're going to show you in this case is probably the best thing to use, and that's a snap-in crown. So we want to show you what it looks like. Again, this has some limited color, so if you have white, it's going to work very well. This can go in the Eave and the Gables, which is really, really nice. So let's show you how to do the utility trim, and then we'll come back and we'll show you the snap-in crown. You're going to measure that last full course, as Eric's done here, and we have the piece that we're going to fill in there. And again, we're going to take that piece, and Eric's going to show you that he's going to put a snap lug into the cut piece of that. Just that we're doing a little sample here, then we'll show you on the big piece. So he's taking that small piece and he's going to put a snap lug, because we're going to use utility trim, so I'll put another one in there. And this is with the use of either utility trim. Okay, you can see that. Now you can have one of two different types of utility trim in your area. That one he's showing you here is made for the Cedar Shake. You can see it's a deeper utility trim, and that will go right over the whole panel, and it'll allow the panel to expand and contract, and it will hold it on. In some areas, you won't have access to that. You're going to have to use a standard utility trim. In this case, that will not go over those sections between the shingles. So you have to cut little tabs, and wherever you put the snap lugs, you'd snap your panel into those little pieces that you put into your J channel. So you have a lot of different options depending on what accessories you have. Let's go ahead and put the last piece in the Eave up. We've already cut it to length, and Eric's actually put the lugs in, but he's also put nail hole slots in. Can you show the nail hole slot holes first, Eric, real quick? So those are what he did with the nail hole slot punch. Those are absolutely critical. You can see a couple of them up there. So he's going to lock it in. And after he locks it in, we already have the starter strip up into the Eave. And Junior's going to take his screw gun. It's easier to use a screw gun. He's going to put a screw right in the middle of those nail slots so the panel can move. He'll do another one over there. And then for the best look for the Cedar Shake and the ease of application, that's so much easier to do, they're going to take the snap-in crown and they're going to go ahead and pop that right in. They already have the receiver. You can see it there. They're going to snap it in over those nails, and that's going to give you the best look. Now remember, the snap-in crowns for all the brands has limited colors, but you'll always have white. That gives you the best look, much better than a J channel. Let's shift over to the Gable. They've already started the Gable. You can see at the transition, they put a head flashing in at the transition before they put the starter J in. Now, you could have started there with a J or a starter strip for Cedar Discovery. The only trick we want to show you before we do the last little piece in the top is whenever you have a low slope like this, there's not very much nail hem. He's going to show you the piece that's left to go. In fact, there's no nail hem, so this panel will not stay up on this last piece, and that could happen. So we want to show you the trick that you have to do. Now, again, in the Gable area, you can use a J, a 2.5-inch J, or you can use the snap-in crown here too. But let's show you what you have to do. We want to make sure that panel stays up. So Eric's going to use his nail hole slot punch at a slight angle, but very close. And he's going to put that in there. And then he's actually going to install the panel just like he did before, but you're going to have to pull the J channel up. So he's going to pop that in there, lock it in, which is easy to do with the Cedar panels from Plygem. And then he's going to hold the J channel, and his father's going to go ahead and put the screw, and it's going to take two people. Now, if you use the snap-in crown, you don't have to do this, and now you don't see it. Let's go ahead and put that last little piece in. We can get the check for the job. You got the angle. Eric's already done that. So all he's going to do is this is the very unusual, even for Cedar Shakes and for regular horizontal siding, this is the only place that you can drive. Show us that nail again, Eric. That is a trim nail. You should get it so it matches the color. I think he's got a white one so you can see it, and we're going to push it up. He's going to put it right in the top. That's the only time you face nail a panel, but it works perfectly. It holds that panel up. There's no other way to do it. The panel will expand left to right, and that'll finish your job off. Looks great. You got your Eave done, you got your gable done, and we really appreciate you coming to see this video. Remember, there's other videos around the cedar shake products by Plygem that you can look at for the start of the job and the middle of the job, but this is the finishing one. Thanks for viewing.